When I was in school, I loved literature classes. I loved getting to sit down with a book and just pick it apart, just really get down to the nitty-gritty of that book. What can I tell you? A lot of the things that I learned in literature class apply to the reading of the Bible. For instance, when you are in a literature class, when you're going through a book together with your classmates, you might talk about this idea of theme. And the theme is like a central message that runs through a book. It's one of the lessons that the book wants you to learn. Well, the Bible is full of themes, and one major theme of the Bible is endurance. We see endurance through so many of the stories that we find in this book. Noah and Joseph and Ruth and Job. We think of the apostles, we think of Jesus himself. These were all people who endured through difficulties, through circumstances, and with Jesus to the point of death. And so today, I just want you to think about the race of your life, the life that you are living, and the endurance that God is calling you into. Hebrews chapter 12 says this, "Therefore, since we also have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us lay aside every hindrance and the sin that so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that lies before us, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the source and perfecter of our faith. For the joy that lay before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." We could spend weeks talking about these two verses. There is so much here, but let me quickly encourage you. You see, the author of Hebrews has just finished writing about all these lives of faith like Noah and Moses. And because we know about their life of faith, let us cast off everything that hinders us, sin and the cares of this world, and instead run with endurance the race that is set before us. That when it's difficult, we keep going. When it's frustrating, we keep going. Well, how can we do that? We do that by putting our eyes on Jesus, the one who has founded and is continually perfecting our faith, knowing that Jesus endured even to the point of death on a cross, the most brutal death you can imagine. So this week, when your circumstances are difficult, when sin comes knocking at your door, when you feel carried away by the cares of this world, remember all the people of faith that have come before you and cast those things off and run with endurance, keeping your eyes on Jesus, knowing that he has set the example by enduring even to death on a cross.